Good morning, friends. It's time for your Farm and Ranch News, and today we're at the 40th Annual Mate Show and Home and Health Expo underway here in Billings, Montana through tomorrow here at the Metra Park Complex. We're actually at one of this year's Mate Show trade show exhibitor booths, and we're talking with Steve Brownlee and Tire-Rama. And Steve, off camera, we were talking about how these mild temperatures has everybody thinking spring, and with spring, there's a spring checklist that farmers and ranchers really need to go over when it comes to their ag machinery.
Yes, there is. Besides, just your basic maintenance you're going to want to do. You put the equipment away last fall. You're probably sick and tired of looking at it, driving it. But we need to get out there, get in those machine sheds. It's warm enough. Let's start checking tires. Look for cracks. Weather checking. You can check tire pressures. Make sure you have a water air valve for those tires that have calcium in them for your ballast. Let's get out there and look at them now. Our service trucks are starting to get busy.
You know, Steve, when you talk about tire pressure, it's amazing how underinflated farm tires, for that matter, can really affect overall efficiency out there in the field.
It really can, besides the damage you can do to a tire. As you're driving into the Mate Show today, or, if you look at the vehicles you're driving beside, you're going to see at least one low air pressure. You don't have a clue. Your trucks, your tractors, your traction on the ground, your efficiency of being able to pull your equipment depends on that air pressure.
You know, talking about that, this checklist, and it's a relatively simple and short checklist, and if farmers choose not to do that and they face a breakdown out there in the field, that is what really costs the money.
It does. Your time is valuable, as ours is. But yours is most important. You're trying to get your seed in the ground. You're trying to get ahead of the weather, whatever it is. You got a breakdown, and it's 2-3 hours before we can get a service truck out there. Somebody's not going to be happy.
All right, last question for you. We've kind of gone over the checklist for farmers and ranchers. What about for those folks who live in the city? They too have a checklist.
Yes, they do. At this time of year, we're starting to think about getting those snow tires off. We haven't probably checked your tires in 2 weeks to 2 months. Let's check those tire pressures now. We got a higher temperature. They may be above where they should be. More than likely, they're a little below. All tires leak air even when they don't have a hole in them.
All right, some good advice. Thanks for being with us, Steve.
Thank you.
All right, stay with us, friends. We'll have more right after this.